Are you tired of struggling getting to the kitchen line? Then don't worry, because in this video, we're gonna be teaching you common myths about the transition zone and strategies and techniques that will help you master this area on the court.
And be sure to stick around to the end, because we've got a next level 2-person drill that's gonna help you put all this into practice and win more games. And don't go anywhere, because like we said, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Selkirk store credit, split evenly between 5 lucky winners. You're gonna wanna stick around to see how to enter.
So this area right here, from the baseline all the way to the kitchen line, this area is called the transition zone. Now, a lot of players get really confused in this area and they don't really know what to do.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna debunk some of the common myths or misconceptions about this area so that you feel more comfortable here and can make your way up to the kitchen line with ease.
So the first mistake that I see about the transition zone area is a lot of people refer to it as no man's land, which kind of gives it this rap that nobody ever wants to be in there. And that couldn't be further from the truth, because the reality is you're moving from baseline to kitchen and you have to play in that area, because that's exactly what it is. You're transitioning from baseline to kitchen. The whole point of that area is to use it to get to a good advantage on the court within your position. That being said, you don't live there. You don't stay in there. You hit your shot and then you transition to the kitchen line.
So another mistake I often see when it comes to the transition zone is people will hit that drive or drop and they'll take off on a dead sprint trying to get to the kitchen line. While that might be good in theory, it's not a good idea to be out of control with your footwork. So you really want to make sure that as you come forward, you utilize that split step to allow you to hit that ball and stay in control on your way to the kitchen line.
The final mistake that I see a lot of people make in the transition zone area is they try to be too perfect with their shots, meaning that they're trying to hit their drop or their reset with such minimal margin that it's like they want to skim the top of the net with their shot. And I can't tell you how many times that will mess you up and you'll lose points because you hit a ball in the net. A ball in the net is the worst shot you could hit in pickleball because you don't give yourself a chance. So it's really important that when you're working your way through the transition zone that you give some loft to your ball and get your ball over, because then at least you give you and your partner a chance to defend and stay in the point.
So now we want to give you some more tips that are going to help you create more success in this transition zone. The first tip is kind of like we mentioned before. You want to make sure you're not running out of control, but that you utilize a split step. So instead of running forward, you want to utilize that split step. And then with that split step, you want a nice wide base, and you want to make sure you bend those knees and get nice and low to the ground.
Another tip that's gonna really help you is making sure that you're contacting that ball in front of your body. Don't let it get to the side of you or behind, but that you're hitting it in front of your body, and you also have an open paddle face, meaning the paddle face is facing towards the sky.
So now we're gonna show you 2 drills that are gonna help you master this transition zone.
So this first drill that we're gonna do is the 3 or more ball workup drill. Now the goal of this drill is to hit at least 1 ball in the transition area to make your way up from the kitchen. The setup is you have 1 person here at the baseline, you have another person at the kitchen line. The kitchen line person is going to feed a cooperative ball to me at the baseline, and then I'm gonna have to hit at least 1 and maybe more balls in the transition area in order to get to the kitchen line. I'll show you how this works. So I'm gonna get a cooperative feed. I'm gonna hit either a drop or a drive. I'm gonna hit at least 1 shot in the transition area and then get all the way to the kitchen. You can play the point out if you'd like. Otherwise, if you just wanna work on this area, go back and do the drill again and again. So that drill is such a good drill, especially if you're a beginner just looking to get comfortable in the transition zone. Now this drill is gonna be geared more towards your intermediate and advanced players, and this drill is called Race to 11. So how it's gonna work is you're gonna have one person at the baseline, you're gonna have another person set up at the kitchen line. The kitchen line person is going to feed a cooperative ball to the baseline, and the baseline person is looking to make their way up to the kitchen line and play the rally out. Now, the caveat here is the person at the baseline can get more points for the rally if they hit a ball in the transition area. So for example, the rally is worth 1 point no matter what, but if the person that's at the baseline working their way forward ends up hitting 2 balls in transition area, now the rally is worth 3 points. So I'm gonna get a cooperative feed, and if I hit 1 ball in the transition area, I hit 2, and now we play the point out. So for example, that rally would be worth 3 points since I hit 2 balls in the transition area.
So my job as the feeder, I'm just trying to give a nice cooperative feed. Then when she comes up to that transition zone, I want to do my best to apply pressure. Then she'll make her way up to the kitchen line and we'll play the point out. So again, I'm giving a nice cooperative feed. I'm going to try to apply some pressure in the transition zone. Now she's up and we're going to play this point out. Great shot. So again, this is a great way to learn how to get to the kitchen line on that more intermediate side. And this is really gonna help you establish yourself at the kitchen line in games.
Thanks so much for watching. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, share with a friend, and subscribe to the PlayPickleball.com YouTube channel. And remember, we want to know what you guys want to see. So if you have ideas for future videos, leave them in the comments below.
And as we mentioned before, we're giving away $1,000 of Selkirk store credit split evenly between 5 lucky winners. To enter, go to this link, and you can also find this link in the description below.
And don't click away because we have another video coming at you.